Greetings, people of Earth! My name is Rob Wheel, and I am an author, game designer, professional nerd, and tonight I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show. We are very honored tonight to be playing the Modiphius 2D20 role-playing game for the Fallout world. Fallout is, of course, a series of fantastic video games brought to you by Bethesda, and we are going to be venturing into that world here. What I really like about the Fallout series is that it is post-apocalyptic, but it has a very lovely sense of humor to it, because it's slightly satirical with the idea that it's set in a world where all of the rocket age stuff that you saw in 1950 science fiction, happened, and then the world blew up, and now people are picking themselves up out of the wreckage hundreds of years in the future. And I thought that, given that this is our first full show back in Washburn Studios, after over a year's worth of pandemic and isolation and social distancing, it felt like it would be resonant, and I feel like one of the best ways to do that would be to play a game where we get to be a little bit silly as well. Another reason why I wanted to play this game was I enjoy, in the full games, I enjoy walking through cities that I have been to and recognizing pieces. And I wanted to do that to our town. We're all here in Milwaukee. And I also liked creating the weirder elements of our version of Fallout Milwaukee with everybody here. If you check out our Patreon and become a friend of Pat Rayon, you'll hear our Session 0, where you'll hear some of that get discussed, but we also discuss a lot of it off camera as well. And it was very neat to collaboratively build this weird version of Milwaukee together. So now that we've done that, let's go around the table and introduce all of our players. What I want you to do is to introduce yourself, to introduce your character and what type of character they are, and tell us what you think your most valuable skill in an apocalypse would be. You, the player, not you, the character. So I'll start. My name is Rob Wheeland. He, him. I will be the game master for the next 4 sessions here. And I think my best ability is my ability to tell a story. I feel like I would be that person sitting in the cave telling all the little kids what I vaguely remember about the Star Wars movies.
Rain of Fire.
Kind of like Rain of Fire, exactly.
Oh, man, I really want to watch that movie again.
Fahrenheit 451, you'll be the one that remembers, like, oh, we need someone that has Terminator 2 knowledge.
Right. That was my extended introduction. Let's go to our first mind player.
Hello, I am Ethan Eichstedt Anderson, he, him, and I think my...
Don't forget your character.
Oh, my character is Keith. He is a Mr. Handy farm bot.
Oh yeah, that's
for those folks who don't know what a Mr. Handy is, can you briefly explain?
He is a floating orb with 3 eyes going all different directions and 3 tentacles that have different thingies on the end.
He's a robot.
He's a robot.
Rocket powered too.
Rocket powered robot.
It floats because of rockets.
Keith.
And my
typo in programming it.
My post-apocalyptic skills would probably be metal and woodworking skills, cooking, and basic forest craft.
That's fair. I feel like we're gonna start off strong on this side of the table, and then we're rapidly going to get into. Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi, I'm Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I will be playing Rain or Shine with the survivor origin, and she is the owner of the last bar in Milwaukee, located off of Buffalo Street. Anyhow, I think my greatest skills in the apocalypse would be my
skills, not even your skills.
No, they're just showing off because they have like.
Also, let me edit that
outside
because the
experience.
thing that I'm working on with myself, my greatest skills in the apocalypse would
There you go.
be,
Yeah.
Proud of you, kiddo.
Yeah.
probably just my basic planning of hiking skills.
You mean your basic
Basic
planning?
my
planning.
basic planning of hiking skills?
No, you just your basic planning.
I mean that too.
Even if Excel drops, she's got grid paper.
Yeah, like for real. You're gonna be the best quartermaster ever.
My basic knowledge of just backpacking gear in general, and my vast array of items and books and maps of the local area, and the flora and fauna that can be eaten, and knitting and sewing skills.
You're not even gonna bring up the fighting?
Also the basic fighting skills and some basic tactics of
Murder.
which to use
For
in
murder.
large groups of murderous beings against zombies.
Thank you.
Let's move on to our.
Also the weapons.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our next mind player.
My name is Sarah Babe. She, they for my pronouns, please. Thank you. And I am playing Calamity Wayne and her dog Charlie, who is named after my sister's dog that we just had to put down. It's really sad and I'm not gonna cry. Okay. And she is a sniper who's just kind of like a mercenary, doing her mercenary stuff. And my apocalypse skills, maybe possibly skills, I know the sewer system of Milwaukee. Like, I know which ones you can block off to make, like, I know which ones you can crawl in. I know which ones are the sanitary. I know which ones are the storm. I know where the deep tunnel is.
Could you get us some maps for the basic storage system of knowledge that we keep around for
We also
apocalypse?
need to know.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay.
We need to know the location of the Milwaukee area Ninja Turtles live.
Yeah.
I did see a rat yesterday.
Should have followed it. Could have been training turtles.
No, I couldn't. It was going into Greenfield.
The snappers are in Beloit.
Greendale Field.
No, I'm just like literally. It was going into a sewer that falls into Greenfield. It's funny. No, I think I do firearms. I'm good with firearms. So I mean, I could shoot something. And I'm sure I'd be a great fighter because if it's the apocalypse and I can't get my medication, I will be nuts.
All right.
We could raid a pharmacy and get you a couple of years supply.
Oh yeah,
That
but yeah, but
expires
still.
eventually.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next mind player.
Oh god.
Hi, folks. My name is Jordan Fishburne. She, her. I am playing Peanuts, the super mutant, almost 8 feet tall, gray skin, lovely, very scary muscle character for this game, which I'm very excited about. My apocalyptic skill is process improvement. Which is super exciting. I see what's wrong through what people are doing. Some might call it criticism, but I call it improvement.
Because
Oh darn, there's only 5 seats. Sorry, Jordan.
Because if there's one thing that I feel like Immortan Joe is really good at, it's receiving criticism.
Yeah, exactly.
And try to figure out how to be more efficient. As he
Streamlining
cures
things is one of my only skills, Rob.
as he tries
That
to cure
is
your
not
addiction
true.
to water.
No, it's not. I am actually a pretty good shot also with firearms, but it's been a while, first of all, and I wouldn't bet on my speed in getting things done.
Dude.
It's only accuracy.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
accurate. We'll have 2 snipers is
There you
basically
go.
what happened.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
3 shots you take, I'll take 1.
That's okay.
If it gets done, it's all Paul's
I
help.
mean, you just gotta yeah.
I'm curious how many prepper videos that this is going to link to now.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, please help.
What have we wrought?
Let's move on to our final mind player.
Hello, my name is Tony Cheek, he, him. I will be playing Kirk, aka the Soda Jerk. He is the resident ghoul, aka also known as the radio host throughout the Milwaukee Wasteland. My skill for the apocalypse would probably be dying. I'd probably be really good at that.
That's something I excel at too.
No, Tony, you got stuff.
My dad was a mailman, so I know all the ins and outs of how the mail works. So I'd be a good courier.
Hey, that's
Actually,
good.
that's
Yeah.
We've all seen the Postman.
yeah.
We know
That's
all
a
that.
skill.
Yeah.
Postman.
Yeah.
Saved the Republic.
Yeah.
Honestly, oh my god, between my knowledge of the actual Milwaukee area and your knowledge of like how to like courier things, we would be like amazing.
Oh yeah.
We would make this
I would
work.
deliver your ammo, and then I would hide.
No, like there's
You have to be alive to deliver more stuff. That's not cowardly. That's important.
Yeah, I mean that's like a
I'm
thing.
very
That's really
sneaky.
cool.
So that's actually a great segue to tonight's adventure. So thank you for that. It is we begin our tale in the aftermath of Milwaukee, where the skyline is not one that you would recognize, where the taller buildings have crumbled, leaving only a few buildings here and there poking out of the dirt like cacti or dandelions first thing in the spring. The streets are covered in chunks of rubble and concrete. But there is one lone building in a block full of rubble that has a neon sign lit, and that neon sign says Vault Skis, and that is where we open with Rain or Shine as she is making her way through the bar. Describe what Miss Shine looks like.
Well, Rain or Shine is very utilitarian in her dress for the most part, but she does have a fancy hat that I forgot to bring downstairs.
I have to disappoint.
Second act.
Gotcha.
Well, she's still cleaning up. She doesn't want to damage her
yeah,
fancy
yeah.
hat.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. She keeps it behind the bar for when it's necessary.
Mhm.
Hi, folks.
It's a +2 to charm.
It is. It literally does
It lets me
offer.
re-roll things
Yeah.
on
Yeah, I
charisma. She tries to be as clean as possible. I mean, it is the last bar in Milwaukee. We try to provide the best possible service that we really... No, we don't. We don't. We really don't.
Nuts.
So I think
Sorry,
she's very just no nonsense, but she likes to take care of the people that she wants to take care of.
I mean, like, you're a bar.
Yeah.
You can totally do that. Like,
Right.
no, piss off.
Exactly.
And as she's cleaning, she goes over to an old Nuka-Cola refrigeration unit that's in the corner back behind the bar, and it's one of those top-loading kind of freezer chests. It's more of an icebox situation than like an actual refrigeration unit. And you open the chest, and you are once again disappointed by what you see. Do you want to tell us the remaining drinks that you have?
Yeah, we got 2 bottles of dirty water and a beer.
Are we out of punch?
No, we always got punch left. Peanut.
I already love your character.
Do we want to have the camera pan over to Peanut, who's sitting at the bar?
Yeah, I think Peanut sees me open the thing and
We still got Peanuts punch.
We always got Peanuts punch.
Is anybody in the bar?
Nope, it's just the two of you because you technically haven't opened
We haven't
yet.
opened up yet. Okay.
I'll go get punch.
Don't you just always have punch at the end of your fists? Is that what do you mean you're gonna go get punch?
Out of the kitchen. Punch. I go into the kitchen and start wrangling up the...
Peanuts, what are you punching in there?
So, Peanut, what does your character look like, Jordan? Before we...
Go in the kitchen and get some punch. Punch!
You just hear the...
Dang!
Bang.
Peanuts,
Bang,
don't
clang,
hit doubleheader
clang.
again.
Peanuts is 7'11", by which I mean 7 feet tall and 11 inches. And... gray skin, very mottled, and wearing a grungy, graphic t-shirt, grungy cargo pants, big old boots, and just a couple little ragtag pieces of raider armor.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is interesting to me because this is completely differently than how I had thought of what Peanut would look like based on our...
She keeps 2 baseball bats on her back at all times. And has kind of a dull look in her eyes.
Mm-hmm. So when Peanut goes back into the back for punch, what does that mean?
She's going to just grab random liquids.
Oh no.
And pour them into her punch container.
What is her punch container?
It's a cooler.
Is it one of those big igloo coolers with the nozzle on the front?
Yeah, it's a big old igloo cooler with the nozzle on the
And
side.
does she use the nozzle like a juice box? That's just like...
It's for the customers, Rob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The customers
I'm sorry.
can always have some of Peanut's punch.
I definitely follow behind her to make sure she's not putting anything poisonous in there.
Oh, she always puts it's
something. I can drink it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's never made Peanut sick.
Jesus.
Never made Peanut sick.
Hey, Peanuts, just make sure you pay attention to who you're giving that to. We don't want any more dead customers.
Anybody that pays gets punch.
Mm-hmm.
Or else they get punched. Remember?
Uh-huh.
It's punch or punch.
Uh-huh. But only the ones we don't like, yeah?
But...
Peanuts, I know you like the punch, but it's really bad for most people. So, just be careful about the punch.
It's fine.
There is a knock on the back door.
I put on my hat that I left upstairs.
No, nobody come. Only employees come through.
Oh, okay.
You open the door and a Mr. Handy model comes floating in through.
He looks like a silver fox fighter. By that I mean he is silver and has multiple legs and giant adorable eyes. Like a fox.
I can't even.
Well, howdy there, Miss
God.
Shine.
How's it going, Keith?
Pretty good. Just doing some gardening on the roof. Trying to get you there some more hops.
We definitely could use some more hops. We gotta make another cream ale. We're all fresh out.
Well, I don't got any cream up there.
Well, that's what,
you probably came
doubleheader.
down actually for more water because you need to keep the crops watered up there, and that's been hard to come by these past couple of days.
We haven't had any of that rainer recently, have we?
No, we really
It's been all shine.
It has been, Keith.
Goddamn.
What I got left is these 2 bottles. Will that do ya?
It's a good start,
Okay.
but what are your customers gonna drink?
Well, we got this 1 beer. I can sell shots of it. That might get us about a dozen.
Peanuts got punch.
Well, there you go.
Does have punch.
Oh boy.
Keep, you want punch?
I got no mouth.
I'm a robot.
I didn't know Ethan was going to do that voice.
We're gonna have to do something about the water situation. I feel like Rob is pushing us towards something here.
What? Me? You didn't think that it was just going to be 12 hours of y'all sitting around Volskis?
This is Cheers the RPG, right?
Kind of. There's still going to be murder, though, fans, so don't worry.
Raynor looks up at the sun and says, well, it looks like we got about 5 hours to opening.
So, what you also know is that you are on a delivery route. There are two major marketplaces in the Milwaukee Wasteland. One is called Gate Ridge, and the other is called Ridge Gate. And but there are water merchants who travel through the city to deliver to people who are willing to pay the caps.
Caps I got.
But they haven't been, like, the delivery driver is there hasn't been any deliveries in the past week, which is why you're so low, which means you either have to go out to Ridgegate or Gate Ridge and buy water, or you might want to look for one of the traveling merchants that makes their way here through the city streets. And if you're going out into the wasteland, you probably want to take as much backup as you can.
Uh-huh. Which, do we have a sense of whether Ridgegate or Gate Ridge would be a better bet right now?
Do we know which one's which?
Does it really matter?
No.
I'm assuming one of them is each of them is probably run by a specific faction of people.
I believe so. I think they're actually run by siblings.
Oh boy.
Oh god, it's like, okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where their parents ran the main merchant area in the city, but then when they died, the siblings broke up and started their own merchant area, market. That's the word I'm looking for. So if you're planning on going, so you think that Ridgegate is going to be cheaper, but is probably less likely to have the amount of water that you need for your business, whereas Gate Ridge is going to probably have the amount that you would need where you wouldn't have to go back like in a couple of days. But that's going to be a longer trip through the wasteland.
Keith, what do you think? Cheap and quick, but maybe not enough water to get us through to the next delivery. Or more expensive, but we'll get enough to get us through, and it'll take us longer to get there.
Well,
I'm thinking cheap and quick.
how many caps you got?
73.
How much does water cost? Because I have no idea about money.
Well, it's all negotiation and barter. Like, there's no set price.
Okay.
I mean, you'd be able to, you have a bunch of junk materials with you as well.
I do.
So, that if they're looking for something in that junk, then that might get you more water than, it's not, there is no longer going to a merchant being like, oh, every gallon of water is going to be 10 caps. Like, there's no median price.
Okay.
Well, in my opinion, you run a business, and your customers deserve the best. So you might as well go for the premium.
Sure thing. We're going cheap and fast.
Well,
We have no competition. So.
Well, you do have competition, though.
What? But we're the last bar in Milwaukee.
You're the last bar in Milwaukee, but there are other people who do sell stuff to drink. You provide atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
and security.
Yeah. Security, also known as peanuts.
But you might want to take some additional security with you. So how do you get into contact with Calamity Wayne? Where do you find her?
Where do I find you?
Oh fuck! You want me to answer that? But he has
You just do a whistle, like
Asleep on the curb outside the bar.
What's that?
Asleep on the curb outside.
No. I'm a little classy.
The bench on the curb, but the
May I make
the
a
yellow curve.
suggestion?
Yeah.
A conveniently timed knock on the door because Rainer provides water for Charlie for free.
Yes.
Okay, sucker.
Yes.
And every now and again, milk from Doubleheader, our pack Brahmin.
I love it.
who may or may not be a male, and it may not be milk.
It's milk.
It's-
We make beer with it.
It's milk.
Okay.
Don't be,
For all you
Don't be
non-Wisconsin
fatuous,
people, we
Jeffrey.
make beer out of everything.
Yeah. For example, spotted cow has
so-
lactose in it.
So no sooner do you say that, do you hear the scratch of paws on the
Oh,
the
is that
boards.
our buddy Charlie?
Charlie!
Charlie, what did I tell you? You got to knock once and wait for them to come.
I go for the door and open it and give him good scritches.
Okay, so describe your character, Sarah, and your dog, Charlie.
Charlie is he looks like a straight up like hound. He is just like not a specific type of hound. He's just got the ears and he's mostly black and he's got little white feet and he's really, really friendly. And I think Calamity kind of looks a little bit like she's from Texas. Just kind of that sort of vibe going with her. She's got a tough clothing on and has a nice leather chest piece and also has her scoped rifle on her back.
And do you have like the cowboy hat with like a little string, like the head string?
No, the headstring's cheesy.
But
Convenient.
But convenient.
God, you know what? You're right. Because I've been saying that about this string I put on my sunglasses at work. I'm like, yeah, it looks cheesy, but I don't lose my glasses. So yeah, it's got So
I mean, you can usually wear it so you like tuck it behind your head so
yeah,
it's not like obvious.
Yeah,
but,
I do that with my booty hat. So she's got it's tasteful cowboy hat, not like it's well worn cowboy hat.
Okay.
She just kind of walks in, not too tall, not too short, not too thin, not too thick, just kind of very average.
Charlie hops up on the stool where he normally sits,
That's his stool.
where you give him his water for
I
the
got
day.
peanuts to carve his name into it.
And he knocks once.
No, he just
Or
sits
actually,
and waits
probably
patiently.
Keith probably carved it.
With my buzzsaw.
I give Charlie water before I even greet Cal.
Okay.
So
So you're giving him some of the dirty water?
yeah, that's all we got left. Sorry, buddy.
He definitely
Punch
whines like
Cal punch.
Cal, you don't want the punch today.
I shake the cooler.
How fresh is it?
Just made it this morning.
Because I like it if it's a little old.
Yeah, she needs that old punch.
I'll ask you later.
Barrel aged, kiddo.
I'll ask
Barrel
you.
aged.
But it's not in a barrel.
Exactly. Barrel aged.
Okay.
Cal, you got any plans today?
Not really. Just coming in to say hi.
We're running into a little bit of a problem here. I'm wondering maybe you could help us out.
Who you need shot?
Well, hopefully no one. But we do need some water. I'm thinking we gotta go over to Ridgegate.
Not Gate Ridge?
Nah, too expensive over there.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Do I know anything about?
what?
Do I have a preference? I guess.
Is there a... Hold on a second. Is there a...
Well, you're rolling around. I'm gonna actually
Like, no craft
Look
roll.
at my dice.
Survival?
Yeah, go ahead and give me... So, let's bust out the system!
Yeah!
So,
Sorry for just throwing everything.
the first thing to note is these represent action points. And we'll get into how the players get them in a little bit. But I get to start out with one for each player. And these can be spent to modify the player roll. So those are mine. The way that you do dice rolls in this game is you take your attribute, which reflect the special attributes, if you're familiar with them in the video game, and you add them to your skill.
Okay.
Now, on the character sheet, the skills are paired with their most common attribute, but we're going to change that up today right away by having you add your intelligence to your survival.
Okay.
Now, what is that number?
That is 9.
Okay. So
I
now,
don't feel like that's a good number.
so now you're going to take 2d20,
Okay.
and you're going to roll them and tell me if either of them get underneath that 9.
Oh shit.
Or 9 or less, I should say.
Oh, look at that! A 3 and a 7.
Okay. Is survival one of your tag skills?
No.
Okay. That's important later. We'll get it.
Okay.
So that's 2 successes. Now, what that means is, if you hit your difficulty, whenever you do something, I set a difficulty between 0 and 5. If you hit your difficulty, you do the thing. If you exceed your difficulty, you get an action point, which you can either use now to ask additional questions, or we can put it in the bank, and anybody can use it later on.
Okay.
And thing. But as for your question, what you know is that the last time you were at Ridgegate, you know that one of the people who runs the water deliveries out of there was complaining that one of their traveling vendors by the name of Romeo was 2 days overdue, and he usually covers this area.
Okay.
So he's probably so you might run into him if you head out from Volsky's.
Okay. So
So you might not have to trek all the way out to Ridgegate or Gate Ridge
Or pay.
I mean, yeah, if he's dead.
But that's a very short-term solution, y'all, because we need him to keep coming with water.
Well, whatever.
We don't kill.
I'm
He
saying,
just
like, if he
happens
happened to
to
be
be
dead.
dead.
I know, but it's still a very short-term solution, because
mean-
then who's going to take...
I mean, if
Who's
Romeo's
going to deliver the water?
if Romeo's running late, then we might run into him while he's leaving Richgate.
Fair enough.
And
Fair enough.
Montague.
So, do you want to ask another question, or do you want to keep bank this action point?
Ugh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be really selfish right now. Do I
That's
have
fine.
any enemies in either place?
That's fine.
I'm sorry, what?
Do I have any enemies in either place?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and make that anyway.
Okay.
Hey, generous.
Benevolent overlord.
Starts off benevolent, slightly.
Then I start
evil.
spending mine, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ah! Well, the other thing to be aware of is if you were out of action points, you can still spend them. I just get to add more to my cup.
Ooh.
Rob put the one, but did benevolence once. He's like, I didn't like how that felt.
We're done here.
Never again. You hear me? Never again.
Oh, and Charlie has a camo
Bandana.
Handkerchief?
Handkerchief.
Nice.
And he's got a little stamped piece of metal that says Charlie on it.
Okay.
Important information, thank you. for
Yeah.
sharing. That is obviously
Yeah.
going to be very...
And I put CW on the other side for Calamity Wayne.
Nice.
Aw,
Mhm.
sweet.
All right. So are you heading out then?
I guess so.
Your route is probably going to take you past your station, Kirk.
Okay.
So what are you doing when the rest of the crew wanders past?
Might just be finishing up the radio show for the day.
Okay. You want to do like a closing?
Good morning.
You know.
Sure.
All right, folks. It's the sun's coming down and so on and so forth. Like I don't mean to, I'm like,
Hey, folks, the sun's coming down. I'll just be like, so yeah, that's it for today. Remember though, smooth skins and not so smooth skins, that if you don't dunk your fries in your milkshake, you're an idiot. So I'm gonna sign off now, but don't worry, I have a recording of my show that you can listen to when I'm not here. Isn't that just fancy? Okay, bye everybody.
do you want to give me?
We're supposed to be charming.
Well, I like the fact that like maybe like you set that you turn on the recording and like the first minute he's going, I think this is working.
I'm sorry, Mom, this is only music.
No, I don't.
About 2 minutes of feedback. Oh, that's not
Whoa.
good.
What? Is this working? Why is this working? Is this working? Is this plug in?
It's off or does it mean it's on? I don't know.
Can you guys hear me? You can't answer me, but can you hear me?
So can you give me a charisma speech roll?
Okay. Alright, charisma.
So we'll add those together. We want to.
Okay. So 8 plus 3, that is 11.
Okay. Is it a tag skill?
It is.
Okay. So you're rolling 2d20,
Okay.
and you're going to tell me if either of those get below. Basically, tell me if they get below 11, if you roll a 1, or if you roll a 20.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. I got a 1.
Hey!
Is that good?
That is good.
Yeah.
So that basically means that dice counts as an extra. That counts as 2 successes.
Oh.
Noise.
Oh, so one's a crit.
Mhm.
Man, this game built
It's-
for me.
Tawny is the only one who's really sweating. Like, I've well trained my dice by punishing them constantly. I don't know.
Now I'm worried.
I don't know. Have
so
you
I'm
seen
like-
her roll dice before? There, a lot of
You're
them go
supposed
to
to.
jail. This might be her like key game right here.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's so weird to be excited about a crit fail.
It is
I
like
feel uncomfortable with it being on the
Right?
one.
I have all of them on ones right now, and it's like
it's funny because there are actually
I do not.
fan hacks where they flip the math and are like, because I can't do it. I can't do it, Charlie. I can't.
Dude, I'm so used to it. I'm like, whatever.
Okay.
Ones.
So I'm going to say that your difficulty was 0, which means that you're actually going to generate 2 momentum to represent you successfully broadcasting today and not messing up. And
Yeah.
congrats.
That was smooth
Like-
as hell.
But not too smooth, because I'm a ghoul.
Yeah. Not too smooth.
So I think you kind of come out of the radio station, and you've got like a small crowd that are like, hey,
Hey, everybody.
Well, I think you are perhaps the like celebrity ghoul in Milwaukee because of your radio program. So like you get a lot of people, a lot of the other ghoul community who are like excited that, you know, hey, you're crossing over with the smooth skins, you know.
Hey, yeah. Oh no, I've gone feral. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
That was really funny.
That was a good Peanuts reaction also. Nice.
And
He's playing an NPC.
you see as the crew from your favorite watering hole is wandering past on the street.
Oh, hey, my favorite smooth skins and the giant not so smooth and the super extra smooth skin. How are you guys doing?
Well,
Charlie comes up to you and starts licking your leg.
Oh, thanks for not peeing on it.
Yeah, I'm real sorry about him doing that last time.
That's fine.
Charlie looks up at you with a look like even he's like, I'm so sorry. Like,
No, he likes me. I like him. We like each other. It's great.
well, we're on a mission. I'm gonna try not to say this too loud. We're out of water and we can't brew more beer right now.
That's not good.
No.
You're my only source of beer.
I know. So,
Well, what do you need from me? What can I do?
well, we're on our way to Ridgegate.
Unless you have an irrigation system.
I do not. Do I? I do not.
you're barely keeping the radio station running on, you know.
Yeah,
We should really get a green roof on your building.
Oh no! I figured it out.
Uh-oh.
You use Peanuts Punch to keep the generator running. But you always tell her like, "Oh, I drank it. It was so good," and then you use it to keep the generator running for the.
Excuses him to not drink it. I actually kind of feel bad now.
Kirk,
Yes.
I shake my cooler.
Oh, you've got more of your juice or whatever it is. I love this stuff. It's great.
Peanuts punch.
It's
It
the
does
best.
pack a punch.
It packs a
Yes.
punch.
Like you grab it and you feel like there's like warmth kind of emanating out of the cooler.
It's weird. It gives me energy.
Yes, me too.
I don't know why, but it works. I don't know what you put in it. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
The borax. It has to be the borax.
No, what? Oh, what's the? There's a
No, Mr. Cleans, the key
Fabuloso?
ingredient.
no. There is like a bleach in world that I can't think of right now.
Oh,
Abraxos or
Blammo.
Blammo,
Blammo.
yeah.
Blammo! That's
Oh.
pretty good.
You
actually.
you put Blammo in it. That's why it tastes so good.
Yeah.
It's just like my mother used to
that's-
say.
It's great.
So,
Works for vaccination.
we do not condone that on this show.
Yeah.
Do not consume bleach.
Do not consume bleach, please.
In any way, shape, or form.
It gets rid of magnetism.
Oh.
No wonder the robot likes it.
And why is this pen staying on my chest? We'll never know.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you actually probably need to head to
Oh no, you're magnetic. Sorry, I had to.
Gate Ridge or Ridgegate to get some more supplies to patch up various elements of the radio station, or I think, or maybe do you do like DJ giveaways like 10th caller gets a rat.
Yeah, I can do that.
Caller number 5 gets this lovely can of Fancy Feast.
We have a lifetime supply of peanuts juice. If you want some, come get it.
It's Peanuts Punch.
Peanuts Punch, I'm sorry. I like to call it juice because it really juices up the
Because it's so healthy.
Yeah. It really juices up the equipment, if you know what I mean.
It cleans you out.
Oh, yeah.
Valskis does not recommend drinking Peanuts Punch.
That's written only. You hand out business cards. That can't read.
Yeah.
Or it's written on the side of the cooler.
It's definitely do not drink.
No matter what she says, no matter how much she screams.
But it has a smiley face because smiley face is
Yep.
a good thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I definitely drink it in front of people.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, because I'm immune to radiation and poison.
Yeah.
So, I can drink whatever. It's not a problem. I can just stick my head in Lake Michigan.
Oh shit.
Well, thank you, Pete. I'm going to put your punch right next to my generator. No
Yeah.
reason. It's just, I like it there.
It's a good
Keep it
storage
warm.
space.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
it warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better
Better warm.
It's better warm.
It's
Anyhow.
only warm.
It's a winter drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Summer Peanuts does sangria. It's a good time.
Damn, I cannot eat.
Instead of lemons, she puts like washers in it.
Oh god.
Small
They-
animals
oh,
that are
good.
found around.
They both give a
Oh,
sour taste when you
it's
put them
good.
in your
It's like a
mouth.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, this blue moon has a urinal cake on it.
I love cake.
It's a bloody peanut.
You know what's great? The little skewers that we have just lined up on one side of the bar that's covered in dust and cobwebs because nobody ever actually drinks it.
Yep.
So every single time, I'm like, just urinal cake.
Did she let you bartend for like an hour and you're just like, and like you like I just imagine like you put the drink down and then you turn to do something and then she like swaps it out and puts the actual drink.
Drink this.
Yeah. Like it's in the same
Tell her
cup
you
and
really
everything.
like it.
But
Tell her you like it. I ate all the fixings already.
maybe we should just have 4 sessions where we hang out. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Welcome to Falskis. We closed Walskis. So
and if you don't pay, she'll punch you in the ball skis. All right. So how are you? So you're just heading out on the road to.
and we're keeping an eye out for Romeo.
Okay.
Romeo, oh
Romeo.
Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Hast thou, Romeo, left thou water run?
Okay.
Shame.
It stand.
I'm just keeping an eye out as we go around to make sure we're not going to get
Water
jumped or
route.
anything.
Okay.
Water route.
So what I want everybody to do is
Oh god, this is fixing to be a survival roll, ain't it?
give me a perception plus. So, actually, wait. Let's do this as a group test since we're showing off the mechanics here. We're gonna have who has the best, I should say, perception plus survival total.
5.
11.
11.
8.
Hey.
So one of you two should be the leader.
11.
11.
I'm guessing probably the sniper versus the farm.
The farm droid.
I'm not
My
like,
only benefit is you can never get behind me.
Yeah, you can.
Because I have 3 evenly spaced eyes around the circle.
Okay, that's fair. But you can get under you.
I feel like the physics of that is bullshit.
Oh boy.
And we're gonna talk about it later. And Brad, stop looking at me. Okay,
So,
roll 'em.
you're gonna lead, which means you'll roll last. What I want everyone else to
okay.
do
Oh,
is
yeah.
to roll 1d20 and tell me if you get.
Under hours?
Mhm.
That's not gonna
Nope.
go well. Oh my god, I did!
go well.
I did not.
I got a 12.
Tell me if anybody got a 20. Okay. And you got a 1?
No, I got a 3 under my 5.
Oh, good. Okay. So, here's how this will work. Now, Sarah, you make your regular roll with
Yeah.
2d20. You can purchase. So one of the things that you can do with AP is you can purchase additional dice to roll when you make a roll. You can buy 1 additional d20 for 1. You can buy basically it scales up. So like. One d20 would be 1 AP, 2 d20 would be 3 AP, and 3 d20 would be 6 AP. If you don't want,
like fucking exponential shit.
if you don't want to do that, you don't have to.
I don't think I will right now.
Because the difficulty here is going to be 2.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll yours.
Nice.
Cool. Both underneath 8 and 10.
Okay. So everybody who got a success, throw a thumbs up.
2 of us.
Okay, so that's 3 successes total,
Yeah.
which means that you get 1 more.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was like
Like
nice
bottle
and
cap in my
happy.
skull.
No.
Cap.
I also like
Crack
the
it open.
sound of
Your sack of caps.
I love
Saving those for
Can't say.
years.
getting my sack out and
Don't
Bust the
say it
cap
like
out
that.
that sack.
Is it okay if Ethan says it? Is that okay?
Oh no.
Okay. Sure enough, about a few blocks, like half a mile away from where you picked up Kirk the Soda Jerk, you
That'd be funny.
come across, well, what likely used to be Romeo.
Told ya.
Son of a birch.
Nailed
In
it.
the middle of the street, you can see his legs sticking out from underneath his Brahmin,
Ooh, damn. That's.
and like his wagon has been overturned.
I'm assuming his Brahmin is dead.
So is he connected to his leg?
What do you mean?
What?
Is it
Just his leg?
severed?
Or is
Oh no! It like it looks like he's underneath.
Oh.
And actually, no, let me.
As we're watching, the legs curl in. underneath the Brahmin.
Leaving
No,
the
you
shoes.
have to loot his shoes first.
Okay.
He's actually underneath, like his little wagon that the Brahmin pulled is turned over on him,
Okay.
and the Brahmin actually is just sort of sitting there patiently, like.
Hi, little buddy.
You're approaching the Brahmin.
Yes.
Okay. The
2 Brahmins would be better. than one.
I'm following
the-
Raynor
the
to lift up the cart.
Okay, you're lifting up the cart.
Yeah.
Give me a
I'm gonna keep watch.
Give me a perception plus explosives roll.
Ooh.
Your target here is going to be 2.
My perception is 7. My explosives are 2. But neither of them are tagged. So I just roll 1 die?
No, you still roll.
Okay.
The reason I'm asking why they're tagged is if either dice comes in on at 3 or no, whatever your skill rank is or under.
Okay.
That basically expands your crit range.
Okay.
On a tag. So are you buying more dice here? Because you need to hit 2 successes.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
I'll buy another die.
Okay.
That's fine.
Are you paying or are you giving me one? Are you paying a cap? Or are you
I'll pay a cap.
Okay.
We're not so desperate yet, I
we're
think.
good. We're good.
That's the right call.
Side note, I looked it up. It's Washo. That's the detergent.
Oh.
Oh.
Jeez, seriously?
Blamco was the mac and cheese.
That is 3 successes.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
8, 3, and 5.
Okay.
So
Lord,
proud
yes.
of you.
That's really good. Actually, I'm impressed that I did that.
Yeah.
That'll never happen again.
Don't say that.
I'm putting the opposite into the universe, so it'll try to prove me wrong.
Wait. Oh, okay.
It's reverse,
It's reverse
psychology on God.
universe psychology.
Very Peanuts move.
So you actually you grab it, and as you like start to lift it, you're like,
Click, click.
there's something. The weight is off. This like it feels weird, and that's when you look down and see the tripwire that is connected to Romeo. That's on the that's connected to the wagon. That had you not made that noticed it, would have probably broken and blown up something.
Do you know if I can also grab Romeo and then lift? Or no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna touch it.
Well, I mean,
I kind of want to. But...
So if you want to do that, that just means we won't add this back to the.
Nah, it's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
So right now
Raynor.
it's more of a okay. Wait, let me put that back down.
Raynor.
Peanuts.
Bomb.
And-
Bomb.
Bomb.
And that's when the sniper shoots.
Oh, hell no!
And that's also the end of our first act.
No!
Hell no!
Tony can get her hat.
We'll be back to show off the combat system in our next act. So please join us then, won't you? We'll see you then.
Batter up, Peanut.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.